The Mistress of Horror here, author D.L. Tillery, and happy Halloween. This is a special episode and a happy trick-or-treating Halloween to you. If you couldn't tell from the title, this is going to be a fun game for Halloween. Truth or dare trick-or-treat with me, the Mistress of Horror. Get ready for a fun game. You could do this yourself if you would like before Halloween gets here. So I'll give you the rules and how this all works. Let's get into it. I will have 2 plates here. You could do 2 boxes if you would like. One plate will have truth or dare questions and the other one will have trick or treat papers. First you have to pick from the trick or treat plate, and of course you have them mixed up. You can't peek. You pick a trick or treat paper. Whichever you get to get a treat or a trick. And the trick is related to the second box or plate, which has the truth or dare questions in them. So, if you get a treat, you get a treat. If you pick trick, then you have to answer a question from the truth or dare. Once you get the trick option, if that's what happens, you never know, it's Halloween. Then you get to pick one of those questions. Rather truth or dare, we don't know which will happen. Then you'll have to answer one of those questions based to rather truth or dare. So you would need to set aside some of your favorite treats or gifts that you may have gotten. I'm going to mix it up a little bit today. I don't really have any treats that are edible, but I do have treats that I haven't opened yet. So I will be pulling out some of my treats that I have. I'm a writer and a reader, so they're going to be book-related treats, at least most all of them. You have to have 5 treats, whether that's edible, candy treats, or whatever the case may be. And then whatever's left will have to be all turned into tricks. But who doesn't like tricks at Halloween? You can tag other authors or booktubers or horror-tubers or whatever you would like to do this tag. And you can just simply name it Truth or Dare Trick or Treat. Alright. Now let's jump into this fun game. So first, here we go. I got a trick. On the first one, a trick. Even if I said trick or treat, I was still going to get a trick. Since I picked trick, that means I have to pick from the truth or dare plate. I got a truth. Alrighty then. Since I got a truth, I'll pick one of the truth questions. And I will put the questions below for anyone who wants to take on this type of truth or dare trick or treat tag for Halloween. Truth question number 1. Have you ever walked a dark trail at night? I'm going to say no, I have not. And I probably never will. I may be the Mistress of Horror, but I'm not doing that one. On to the next. Oh, I got a treat. I got a treat. Let's see, which treat will I get? Actually, you know what? I have a new treat that I have yet to open. So this is also an unboxing. Da-dum. This is actually my copy of Jenna Marisse's new novel, The Saver Sister. And I saved this for this trick or treat, truth or dare video. So it's open some now, guys. Okay. I have a receipt and the beautiful and lovely Savior Sister. My treat is very yummy. I love dark fantasy. I actually write dark fantasy. I found that out. I also write dark fantasy. Didn't even know that until I went to check out what my book would come out to be, and it's currently going to be dark fantasy. But yeah, I can't wait to get into this book. Jenna Marisse is an amazing writer and author, so I can't wait to check it out. So, awesome treat for me. Next, I have to pick another paper from the trick or treat plate. I'm not looking. Let's see what happens. I got another treat. This is turned out to be a really good Halloween, I'm just telling you. I actually am a person who I love to learn languages. Yes, the Mistress of Horror likes to do a lot of things, and learning languages is one of them. I've recently gotten into, it's been about 6 months or more, I've recently gotten into trying to learn Korean. because Japanese is my second language, and then I'm also learning German on the side, and a few other things I'm dipping and dabbing into. But Korean, I am very going to go into it heavily like I did Japanese. And they say if you know Japanese, then you also can learn Korean rather easy. We'll see about that. I did pick up a few words. So, my next treat is the complete Korean language by Rosetta. Actually, this is Living Languages, the company. Living Languages, not Rosetta Stone. But yeah, this is the entire language, how to learn it, all the foundations and everything. So I'm really going to have a lot of fun with this. I cannot wait to delve into this yummy treat. Next, let's see, maybe we'll get a treat this time. I'm not sure. Hopefully we'll get a treat, because I'm getting a lot of treat. I'm gonna get a trick. Of course I want a treat, but you know. Oh, I got a treat. I have a trick. Finally, let's go to the truth or dare plate. I got a dare this time. A dare, folks. Ha ha ha. Dare question number 1. Have you ever ding dong ditched? And we all know what that one is from Halloween. It's a classic. I have never ding dong ditched. No, I was a good girl growing up. So, ding dong ditch, no, I never done that. I know a lot of people who have, so your answer is probably going to be different than mine. But I've seen it done on lots of movies. Does that count? I don't think it does. Back to the trick or treat plate. I got another trick, so that means I have to go to the truth or dare plate. I got another dare. Dare question number 2. Have you ever TP'd someone's house? I haven't. I haven't TP'd anyone's house. Oddly enough, my mother did TP my older brother's birthday party after I took all the time to decorate. She literally took tissue paper and TP'd the entire party. So I come back in after decorating, the entire thing is TP'd, and she even blew up some paper bags. She's a funny one. So yeah. The next trick or treat. Another trick. Okay. This is just really, I want another treat, but I guess I'll have no choice but to read the next question. The truth or dare plate and see. I got a truth this time. Truth question number 2. What's your favorite Halloween candy? My favorite Halloween candy is the cowtail. It's very yummy. And actually, there's another version of that candy. And it comes in a circular form, but I don't know what they call that one. But it's just the same flavor as cowtails. Cowtails are caramel. I like caramel cowtails. They have strawberry too. But the caramel cowtail is caramel all around. And then in the center, there's like a cream candy. There's a cream, like a cream texture in the center. And I love cowtail. I have to stay away from it. The next trick or treat. See which one we get. I got another trick. So back to the truth or dare plate. Truth or dare. And I got a dare. Dare question number 3. Have you ever popped a side wheelie in your vehicle? This one I did do when I was in my 20s. I know you drive a little not so safe sometimes, and that's what happened. I popped a side wheelie in my Jeep Grand Cherokee. It wasn't intentional. I kind of took the curve a little too fast and popped side wheelie. Woo! You can see my face going like this. That was fun. A little scary and fun. Back to the trick or treat plate. Alright, we're getting down to the bottom here. I have a treat. Finally. All these tricks happening. I did say trick or treat, didn't I? Now, this treat was given to me by my little brother. And it's not a horror book or anything. But I always wanted to read off them. It's the Maze Runner collection. And you see it's not even open yet. So this treat I will be delving into sometime this year. I'm thinking, because I have a lot of horror books to read. So actually I'm going to read it probably in November. Let's say. The trick or treat plate again. Another treat. I love treats. I'm just saying. My next treat is a bomb bath. Yes, I'm the Mistress of Horror. I like to, beautify myself. So I'd like to, this smells so good. It's like a teal mermaid balm for your bath. So I'll be using that treat very, very soon. All right, final we have a treat. I love treats. And I have another book collection because, I like buying sets, especially if a book has 3, 4 parts, whatever. This one is called, what's this set called? There's 3 books, Champion, Prodigy, and Legend. And then it has like a little thin book in the middle. And this is by Maria Lu. And it's the Legend collection. So I'm going to be reading, this is another set I'm going to be reading very soon. I really can't wait to get into this one. I've heard a few things about it. You guys can look it up if you would like, if you're interested in it. You see the side there too. Yeah, it's called the Legend Trilogy. Maria Lu is a New York Times best-selling author, so check her out. All right, I'm all out of treats, so that means I have to be completely tricked. All right, so if you get to this point, you have, and you more than likely will, have only tricks left. You want to go back and forwards between whatever questions you have left, truth or dare. So I'm going to jump from truth to dare questions. Let's answer the rest of the questions for this. Truth question number 3. Have you ever been in a cornfield at night? No, I have not been in a cornfield at night. There's no way I'd do that. I mean, have you seen Children of the Corn? Or Jeepers Creepers? Or any other horror movie with cornfields? I'm the Mistress of Horror. I want to stay the Mistress of Horror. Let me know if you have been in a cornfield at night. They have haunted hay rides and things of that nature. But, like again, I've seen too many movies to even do that. Dare question number 4. Have you ever stolen anything? Have you been naughty? I can happily say I have never stolen anything in my life. I've been a good girl. Yeah. Never felt the need or want to. I've wanted plenty of things, but I always worked very hard for those things. So I've never stolen anything. Being a Mistress of Horror, I could do plenty of other naughty things. Truth question number 4. Have you ever been chased or bitten by a wild animal or dog? I actually have been chased by dogs when I was younger. That was very scary. Especially when you're a little kid. I think it happened twice, actually. One time when I was with my mother, and I remember the time specifically, not just because it was one dog at that time, dog chased me, was because I had like my favorite pink fur coat on. Yes, I had a pink fur coat. The Mistress of Horror wasn't always goth. Just when she hit her teens, she knew she was goth. When I was a little girl, rainbow colors all over the place, But yeah, so I got chased by a dog. Me and my mother were walking somewhere, in our neighborhood, heading to the bus stop, I believe. And someone's dog got out and ran towards us. And I kind of pulled away from my mom and ran. And she caught up to me and stuff. But I don't think that dog specifically was vicious, per se. But my mom took care of it. And then the second time I was older, I was the goth Mistress of Horror then, and I was a teenager, and I was walking with my 2 brothers. No, I wasn't. Was I a teenager? No, I was like early 20s, and I was walking with my 2 brothers, and this was actually more serious. We were walking. There's like this hill, and there were like 3 pit bulls. It was 2 pit bulls and a Rottweiler, and they had got out of the yard because they saw us walking, and it was always, they were like down a hill where the houses were, and we were up a hill walking, where the sidewalk and road was, and they come charging up the hill, and I'm like, oh, and then my older brother like kicks the dog in the face, and then my little brother, like, they attacked the dogs, and they protected me because they're like, they protected me. So yeah, that was a pretty much there, because once those dogs hit their jaws on you, it could be very bad. So yeah, they ran off, because usually animals being attacked, especially before they get their grip on you, then they usually will run away. So they beat them off, and they beat them up, and then they ran off back to their yard or whatever, and their owners was yelling out, like, get back here, type of thing, like, baby, I'm chained up, I don't know what to tell you, or have a fence that's suitable for those type of animals, but whatever. Dare question number 5. Have you ever punched someone in the face? No, I have not punched someone in the face, even though I learned martial arts since I was 4. But, if I'm being specific, then I haven't punched anyone in the face, but I have punched someone in the stomach. The guy had it coming. He had it coming. I don't believe in violence or, someone pushed me to that. And they really would have to push me. I don't know if I was pushed. Well, in my opinion, I was pushed. Dude grabbed my back end. I have a nice back end, but keep your hands to yourself. I didn't tell you to grab that. So I had to, deck him. He didn't know he was touching a martial artist. I can be Mistress of Horror all I want, but I will kick your ass. Truth question number 5. What's the scariest thing that has ever happened to you? To be honest, being the Mistress of Horror, I haven't had many scary things happen to me in my life, and I'm also not afraid of very much. The things that I'm afraid of are pretty usual for human beings. Least of a human being I may be. But I don't really have anything that happened to me that's the scariest thing, besides some very personal things that were a chain reaction. So I had things happen to me that were a chain reaction because of one other thing happening. I think the scariest thing that ever happened to me in my life was when my father passed away, and then we lost everything because he was the bread and butter, and then we were homeless. That was the scariest thing that ever happened to me in my life, as far as unknown and the atmosphere of the unknown and being afraid of the very real world things. Nothing supernatural. Those type of things are very uncontrollable. These type of things are more controllable, but when you're younger, you don't have this option of controlling the situations. So the scariest thing that ever happened to me was being without a home. That is a very scary, realistic, real world thing. That was when I was 19, early 20s. That was very, very scary. And when you are in a situation where you're out in the world, you don't have a home to sleep in, you see a lot of things, and it's very scary at night. That's all the truth or dare questions. I got all of my yummy treats. Thank you, Jenna Marissi, for writing that awesome book. I'm going to be delving into that very soon for my unboxing treat that I got this time. And I'd like to thank everyone for coming to my haunted Halloween truth or dare trick or treat extravaganza. I mean, what else could it be when the Mistress of Horror is here? Alright, I will see you guys in the next video. Happy Halloween and stay scared.